In 2007, the GMIT Church created the Language and Culture Unit, known locally as Unit Bahasa dan Budaya or UBB, to focus on Bible translation and the development of local language resources in the multilingual region of West Timor, Indonesia, and also in the surrounding islands in the NTT province of Indonesia.
Kemarin itu kita merayakan sebuah peristiwa penting sebab mereka mendengar Alkitab dalam bahasa mereka sendiri, bahasa hati mereka, dan itu sangat berkesan bagi saya.
Over the years, New Testaments have been published in 6 languages, including the New Testament, dedicated on the 22nd of November 2016. Celebrations that day included the reenactment of events that took place centuries earlier, when their ancestors heard that Dutch people had knowledge of the Mangaledok, the light. According to the story handed down over generations, in 1729 Fiulain, a king from the Ti domain, set out with 2 other kings from Rote in a boat named Sanggandolu, seeking wisdom. Their goal was to bring the light back to their people. Fiulain and his colleagues sailed to Batavia, now called Jakarta, where Dutch ministers taught them to read and write, taught them about Christianity, baptized them, and gave them a Bible in the Malay language, which they took with them when they returned to Rote in 1732. When they arrived back in Rote, they disembarked at a cove named Fiulain. They built a church and a school and began to teach their people to read and write and to recite the Lord's Prayer and Apostles' Creed in Malay. From Fiulain, Christianity spread throughout Rote Island and eventually to other islands. 284 years later, over 1,000 people gathered at Fiulain in 2016 to witness the dedication of the New Testament at the same location where Fiulain returned to Rote with the light. The theme given to the dedication day was Tongkat Fiulain telah berbunga. The scepter of Fiulain has blossomed.
Padahal bahasa juga adalah identitas. Allah berbicara kepada manusia di dalam bahasa-bahasa ibu mereka. Itu sebabnya kami melihat penerjemahan Alkitab ke dalam bahasa daerah sangat penting. Sebab ketika kita mendengar firman Tuhan dalam bahasa asing, mungkin dia hanya menyapa aspek kognitif kita. Tetapi ketika kita mendengar firman Tuhan dalam bahasa ibu kita, dalam bahasa daerah kita, dia menyentuh hati yang paling dalam. Dan itu yang bagian yang paling mengharukan, yang saya rasa paling penting, bahwa orang berkesempatan mendengar firman Tuhan dalam tidak saja dengan telinga mereka, tidak saja dengan otak mereka, tetapi hati mereka. Dan dia punya kuasa untuk memperbaharui. Dan karena itu kami berterima kasih untuk upaya-upaya pekerjaan-pekerjaan yang dilakukan oleh Unit Bahasa dan Budaya untuk menerjemahkan berita kabar baik itu ke dalam berbagai bahasa daerah di Nusa Tenggara Timur, di wilayah pelayanan Gereja Masih Injil di Timor.
Kami memanjatkan puji Tuhan bahwa hari ini adalah harinya Tuhan dan waktu ini waktunya Tuhan untuk peristiwa sejarah kita buat di tempat ini.
As noted in many speeches, this was a historical day for Rote. It was also a milestone in the partnership between GMIT and UBB. GMIT Synod leader, Reverend Dr. Mary Colimon, presented the New Testaments to local GMIT pastors, to representatives from other churches, and to traditional leaders from each of the clans. She also presented copies to the translation team, publicly honoring their work in Bible translation, as well as the contribution it made towards preserving the Ti language and culture. The day was also an encouragement to translation teams from other languages, some who are just beginning the long journey of translation. The Ti translation team and the staff at UBB thank all who have supported this translation journey. Please pray that the gospel will continue to blossom and bear fruit as the people who inherited the faith of King Fiulain now learn to relate to God through his word in their very own language.